Yeah, it's like a World Cup for music.
Yeah.
Groups of 4 albums, we rank them based on the critique 1 to 4.
And only the top 2 move on. Brutal.
It's one person's journey to find the ultimate champion album. And today, we're tackling Group 160.
Ah, Group 160. And it's an eclectic mix, isn't it?
That's one word for it. We've got Xzibit, Man V's Machine.
Okay.
Panic. At the Disco,
Yeah.
A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
Their debut.
Then the Waterboys. This is the C.
Right.
And the 80,000-pound gorilla in the room, U2's Achtung Baby.
Yeah, okay. When you see Achtung Baby in a group like this, you kind of know, don't you?
Well, yeah. The source material basically flags it immediately. U2's pedigree in this whole quest is just huge.
They've already got 3 other albums that top their groups, right? Joshua Tree, Unforgettable Fire.
And How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. So yeah, Achtung Baby coming first wasn't really the question.
It was how it won, maybe? What the analysis picked up on?
Exactly. And Achtung Baby is interesting because it was such a shift for them, sonically. A deliberate move.
Right, away from that big sort of stadium sound.
Yeah. The critique mentions the opener, Zoo Station, is actually considered fairly average.
Oh, really?
But right after that, bam, it just hits you with wave after wave of mid-tempo, high-quality pop rock. It's not like this immediate, obvious stadium anthem knockout. It's subtler.
But still, it's got the massive hits everyone knows one, Mysterious Ways.
Even better than the real thing, yeah. But the analysis makes a really key point here.
Which is?
That the album's true strength, its undeniable quality, isn't just those singles. It's the deep cuts.
Ah, okay. Like So Cruel and Ultraviolet. The source really focused on those.
It did, because that's what separates a merely great album from one that just dominates. It's the consistency, track after track.
No weak links.
Pretty much. The quality is just so high across the board that even, like, tiny details stand out as proof.
Like, what did the source pick out?
It specifically mentions, quote, that funky-ass riff on the fly.
Huh, okay.
It's those little moments, those flashes of brilliance layered everywhere. That's what seals it.
So the verdict was pretty quick then? Instantaneous,
really.
Yeah.
U2 takes first place, easily. Nothing else in the group could even touch that sustained level of quality.
Okay, so U2's through. No surprise there. But now it gets interesting.
Oh, yeah. The real fight.
The battle for that second spot. And it's a proper clash of styles, isn't it? Xzibit's West Coast hip-hop versus the Waterboys.
Yeah, that piano-heavy, Celtic-tinged, almost folk rock sound of This Is the Sea. Talk about different worlds.
So this is where the quest criteria really get tested. What wins? Is it the, high-level musicianship that maybe fades a bit?
Or is it the big explosive hip-hop moments, even if the whole album isn't totally consistent?
Let's break down the Waterboys first. This is the C. What almost got it through? What was the big draw?
Well, the analysis points straight to the musicianship. It's very piano-led, like you said. Mike Scott's vocals are strong.
Right.
And the playing quality is top-notch. The source even uses the phrase pure hi-fi sound. It's meant to sound good, technically.
And the start of the album was particularly highlighted.
Oh, massively. That opening stretch is fantastic. It kicks off with this slow burn horn intro.
Okay.
Then it just explodes with this forceful drumming on Bang the Drum. And then the next few tracks, wow.
Come on.
You get The Hole of the Moon, brilliant anthem, obviously. Then Spirit, which is more stripped back, spiritual. And then another anthem, The Pan Within, which has this great piano and like Celtic fiddle thing going on.
So those first 4 tracks sound pretty undeniable. That sounds like a strong contender.
It is. It makes a very powerful case early on.
There's always a but. Where did the source say it fell down?
Momentum. Simple as that. The critique basically says, while the opening is absolutely stellar, the album just runs out of steam a little bit in the second half. It couldn't keep that initial energy and quality level going.
Oh, okay. That's tough.
It is, especially in a competition like this.
And we have to mention this because it's in the notes. The slightly weird comparison for the track trumpets.
Yes. The line, your love feels like trumpets.
Compared to the Cranberries' Linger.
Right. The source jokingly called it an even better song that sounds like it's about farting but isn't.
Okay, that's memorable.
It's funny detail. But it doesn't change the core issue. That second half just drags a bit.
Right. So, with the Waterboys flagging a little, did Xzibit manage to capitalize with Man V's Machine? I mean, it was his biggest album commercially.
It was. But the source analysis also points out its inconsistency problem.
How so?
The observation is pretty specific. Xzibit is at his best, like way better, when he's working with his core crew, Eminem, Dr. Dre.
Oh, okay.
When he steps outside that. The quality, according to the critique, can dip quite a bit.
So that reliance on the big names was key to its ranking here.
Absolutely. Because the album's strength is all packed into one section. It starts intense with release date, gets a bit playful with Symphony and X major Multiply, but the source is clear. The best stuff is all loaded right into the middle. That's where the magic happens.
Okay, so tell me about this middle section, the collaborative powerhouse part.
Yeah, this is what went head-to-head with those first 4 Waterboys tracks and ultimately won. You've got the Dr. Dre production on Choke Me, Spank Me, Play Me Hard. Then Snoop Dogg shows up on Losing Your Mind.
Yeah.
And the absolute killer, according to the source, the Eminem and Nate Dogg track, My Name Is.
Also produced by Eminem?
Yeah, and truly excellent is the description used. That kind of firepower, all packed together. It's hard to argue with.
Just like the Waterboys had a weakness, Xzibit also has a drop-off, right? Towards the end.
Oh, it's severe. Catastrophic, even, according to the analysis.
Whoa.
Yeah, the quality apparently just dies off a cliff near the end. One track, Missing You, was literally called excruciating to listen to.
Ouch. That's harsh.
It is. But here's the thing. When you weigh Xzibit's incredibly potent, well-produced middle section against the Waterboys' brilliant but ultimately fading first half.
The hip-hop power won out.
Yeah. The source concluded that Man vs. Machine, despite its flaws, ultimately trumps This Is the Sea. That collaborative genius in the middle was just too strong.
So Xzibit grabs that second spot. Wow. Okay.
A bit of an upset, maybe, depending on your taste.
Definitely a stylistic surprise. So that leaves the album in 4th place, Panic. At the disco's debut, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
Yeah, this one sounds like a classic case of raw potential.
Is that how the source described it?
Pretty much. A bit messy in places, but catchy in others, was the phrase. They definitely had sparks, some decent ideas.
Like in which tracks?
Constantly Thank God for Esteban and Time to Dance were mentioned. Good energy. But the critique also questioned if the flamboyant titles really matched up with, coherent lyrics.
And the main issues seemed to be structure.
Bingo. That was the killer. The analysis at initial listens were kind of hard work because the song structures just felt incomplete, unfinished almost.
Really? Even on the big hit, I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, that song was huge.
Yeah, but the source used that exact song as the prime example of a missed opportunity.
How? What was wrong with it structurally?
It zeroed in on that famous bit, haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door?
Yeah, iconic line.
Totally. But the critique was that it's such a punchy, dramatic moment, and they just repeat it, like 4 or 5 times.
Instead of developing the idea further, expanding on it lyrically.
Exactly. The source saw it as a chance missed. Great hook, undeniably catchy, gets the job done for radio maybe.
But as songwriting craft,
it felt underdeveloped, like they hadn't quite figured out how to build a full song around that initial spark.
So the takeaway for Panic was potential, but needs work.
Precisely. Lots of promise, punchy pop rock energy, but needed to hone the craft, refine those structures. Against U2's sheer class and Xzibit's pro production, yeah, 4th place felt right.
Okay, let's wrap this group up then. Give everyone the final rundown for Group 160.
Sound good.
1st place, advancing easily. No shocks here. U2, Achtung Baby.
Yep.
2nd place, squeaking through thanks to that killer middle section. Xzibit, Man vs. Machine.
Got it.
3rd place, eliminated despite a strong start, the Waterboys. This is the C.
Unlucky, maybe.
And in 4th place, also eliminated, Panic. At the disco with their debut, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
There you have it.
So thinking about the bigger picture, this group really shows how nuanced the analysis is, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It wasn't just about good songs. For the Waterboys, that drop-off hurt them.
Yeah.
For Xzibit, it was all about those specific collaborations.
And U2. It was the deep cuts proving the overall quality.
Right. It's these specific points that determined the outcome.
And that gives you, the listener, a really useful map, right? If you want to check out Xzibit, you know exactly where to focus your energy.
Yeah, dive straight into that middle section. For the Waterboys, maybe just stick to those first 4 incredible tracks.
It lets you find the brilliance without wading through the
excruciating bits.
Yeah.
It's an informed shortcut.
Perfect. Okay, so confirmed. U2's Achtung Baby and Xzibit's Man vs. Machine are moving on.
They are.